Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another great episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. She is the tranquil dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, especially on today, Taco Tuesday, he asks for a chief burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special guest tonight who is joining us once again. He is the head of one of the most successful wrestling promotions in the Delmarva area. And as a matter of fact, they're doing it even bigger than how they used to, because now they're not only doing shows in Houston, but they're doing shows all over the Delmarva area. 1 minute they're in Delaware, the next they're in Virginia, another minute they're in Maryland. Hell, it wouldn't surprise if they end up over here in New York. Everybody, welcome to the show, 1CW President Shawn Hardy.
Woo! Hey, thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
Shawn, thank you for once again, taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our show. We really and truly appreciate it. We know it's been a while. Like that old song said, it's been a while. It's been 3 years, and we're glad to have you back. As you can see now, we're doing video. We're no longer doing audio now. Our budget just went up. So, hey, we got to do it big this time.
Awesome, man. Looking forward to it.
So last time we spoke, 1CW, y'all were doing y'all's thing. Y'all were having a lot of great shows, having a lot of, fantastic talent, passed through y'all's way. And, that was 3 years ago. A lot has changed. Our own Rob Bass is actually, a referee, ring announcer, cameraman, for your company. How have things been in the last 3 years?
Well, just kind of like the world today, it's been a whirlwind. Everybody says things have changed and it's never going to go back to the way it was. Well, yeah, you're right. Who wants it to go back to the way it was? We want good things. We want big things. This is what it's all about. And growth and expansion and things like that, are super important to us. So it's, even though it's been a little bit hectic, it's been a great time, and we're looking to much more in the future. We'll be talking about that as we go along tonight.
Yeah, it seems like somebody just hit the reset button and made everybody just go back, just go back from scratch, just start from scratch in order for, and now everybody's like finding new ways to do things. And that's just how it seems like that right now. Like everything has just been reset, and now, like how it's kind of like how you ever seen those? I know y'all have seen them. Those little time traveling sitcoms or episodes where somebody goes back in time to change something, but then when they come back to the present, it's a whole different present. Maybe good, maybe bad, but it's definitely not the same. That's how that the last 3 years have felt, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I've enjoyed the ride, and the ups have been really up, and the downs have been a little down. Just like everybody else, the pandemic hit us. We found a way to keep going, to keep the talent going and everything, and it worked out in our favor, and it led to some expansion for us and some opportunities. I've always built the company on, loyalty and treating people right. And, we thought it was the right thing to do, to try to do everything safely and keep going while everything was, a little bit of a turmoil. But again, those opportunities and risks that we took paid off in the long run. We had a boatload of talent that was very thankful for the paydays when things were tough. We were able to do some filming and keep things alive in some small studio settings and things like that. again, which led us to the expansion to Maryland and Virginia when the opportunity was there, and also to the TV contract with the Delmarva Sports Network. We're very, very happy with that. It reaches a very, very large region. It covers the whole state of Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Also reaches into part of Pennsylvania. So, and anybody can stream it worldwide as well. Having that platform for the talent, more so than the company, is what makes me really, really excited for the future, because I've always learned if you do things great for the talent's going to do great things for the company.
Yeah, and I got to say, congratulations on that expansion. When we had Sean Carlson on here several months ago, he mentioned it to us, and I was like, "Wow, I'm definitely happy for y'all. Y'all definitely been putting on, putting out great content, definitely doing the work the right way, and I'm glad that it's actually paying off for y'all." Hopefully, eventually that streaming, gets to, hopefully all of Pennsylvania, and then it touches Jersey. Then hopefully it comes to it touches New York, and of course, once you touch New York, you got to definitely make a 1CW tour up here and show us what y'all got going on down there in Delaware. I'll tell you what, if I hear 1CW I live in Brooklyn, New York. If I hear 1CW's in my part of town, best believe I'm taking that day off work and heading over to wherever y'all are, and checking out what y'all got to showcase for us.
Keep that in mind. I got a lot of buddies up in the New York area, and always been looking to do joint adventures and branch out into new territory. So you never know. Never say never. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and y'all even gave it an opportunity to my co-host there, Rob Bass, because ever since he started working for 1CW, I've seen a little pep in his step every time. After every show, he's always texting something. Hey, this just happened, and this just happened. This person's our new champion, and this person, I got an autograph with this person. And the Renegade Twins just hoisted me up on their shoulders, and Adriana Mosley, whoa, I wouldn't want no smoke with her. She'll beat me up, and he's posting all these things. I'm like, man, you just living the life, man. I'm happy. I'm very happy for him though that that he got that opportunity. I always told when I started Ringside Society, I always told Rob, and I always told Kathy, I'm like, if y'all get an opportunity to get into the business, go. If you gotta leave Ringside Society, go. I won't feel bad. I'll be happy for you. Just go. Sometimes when Rob is like, yeah, we got class and that, I'm out to miss a show. Okay. And I'm like, okay, and miss the show. Go get your training done. Rob will tell you I'm like that. I'm like, I'll tell him like, dude, I do not want to see you on this show. Go to your training. It's your career. Get it done.
Yeah.
We're always a spotter for you.
Yeah. We're very honored and proud to have him as part of our team, and he's a huge asset to everything that we do. Not only is he always loyal to each and every one of the students and every one of the guys at the training center, he's loyal to each and every one of us in the locker room, and he's just a great guy. And like I said, he's took various roles, take every one of them on, and took them head on, and every challenge we put in front of him, he's tackled it. So I'm proud to see him living out his dreams. I hope he's having a lot of fun doing it. I'm having a lot of fun with him. And I know we're not done yet. At least I hope not.
Yeah, I don't know, something about Rob, his work ethic. He's been a great blessing here at Ringside Society. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not the best at interviews. If anything, it's him and Kathy. And he has this uncanny ability. I'm gonna put you on the spot, Rob. I'm sorry about this, but the reason why he's called the Tranquil Dart is for some reason when everybody talks to this man, it's like they're just in a chill mood. It's like they're just, I don't know, but they're just like all chill and whatnot. And I'm like, how does he do that? Like, so he's been a great part for our show as well too. I really and truly appreciate him. I don't know where we'd be without him, but it's definitely great. I tell people like Rob is definitely. If I could compare somebody to me, if I had somebody that had the same work ethic as I did, that was always thinking of new things or trying to make things better, Rob would definitely be that person. He would definitely be the person. Podcast wise, the only other person I could say that is similar to me that just hits the ground running and does not slow down.
Yep.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you, man. So this is I always call 2023. I've been calling this year the Jordan year. Because Michael Jordan, wore the jersey 23 throughout his whole NBA career. So it's definitely Jordan year, and it's not just for people who were born in 2000 that are turning 23 this year. It's the year for everybody to make goals and win. And so far, 1CW, y'all have actually, in my opinion, y'all have been winning because not only do you have the expansion, but you also have the TV network deal going on right now. And now people are able to even see your shows worldwide. For the rest of 2023, today is August 1st. We have roughly 5 more months left in the year. For those next 5 months, what can wrestling fans expect to see from 1CW? I'm not trying to tell you to give us a spoiler because I know you got to leave a little to the imagination. The element surprise always helps a lot, but just a little thing. What can we wrestling fans expect from you guys for the next 5 months, for the remainder of the year?
Well, we have 9 events in these 5 months, so it's going to be a little busy for us, and that's the way we like it. We like keeping that schedule packed. We like I said, the expansion has been great because we have reached out to a fan base that's wanted to see the product, and that's very, very great for each and every one of us, including the talent. I think it's awesome for them to come out and be able to perform in front of these packed houses. But to tell you a little bit about what's coming on, I mean, let's talk about, August 5th. I mean, first and foremost, we have the inaugural Delmarva Sports Net's champion is going to be crowned. Our network champion for the first time is going to be crowned. It was supposed to be crowned last month. A little bit of shenanigans in the match. I can't say much because I was involved in it. But anyhow, it ended up in a draw, and now the two contestants are going to an Iron Man match, which will be Ranch Hand Carlson and my client, Brian Morris. And one of them is going to walk out as the new DSN 1CW champion, network champion. And that's going to be my client, So that's exciting for us to add a championship to 1CW. We have just been brought back our women's division with Adriana as our current champion right now. The exciting thing, we had our partnership with CCW. The whole idea was we were going to help, do joint stuff with them until they got ready to go on their own. They're now on their own doing some stuff, running their own shows at the Monster Factory over in New Jersey, doing really, really well. So we're happy for Marcello and CCW. But with that being said, it left a little bit of void in the fan base asking for some female talent. And so that's what we did. We kickstarted our women's division back up, which had been dormant for a while we were doing it with CCW. We didn't feel it was correct to run women matches while he was doing his. So with that being said, we're excited to watch, what talent comes in, where it goes for Adriana. A great local talent, been putting in a ton of work, getting booked all over from Massachusetts down to Florida. So we're proud to have her here at 1CW. We're proud to have her as our women's champion. And besides that, I'll be honest with you, we're looking at expanding even more into 2024. And what I mean by that is we've added on new towns and things here in Delaware, and we look at adding some more. So I can say that in 2024 we will be running from the top of the bottom to the state. Currently, we're pretty much running from 3/4 of the state, but next year we're going to run the entire state for sure, because there's a couple towns up north that have been asking for 1CW. So that's exciting for us as well, which, again, is not until 2024, but actually is part of this last 5 months that we're working on. So it's a big thing for the fans. But we have a big birthday bash coming up. We have our Hall of Fame event coming up. We got TNT, which is Devon Dudley's sons, coming in. We got Ricardo Rodriguez, former WWE star, coming in. We got all kinds of talent getting ready to come through the doors of 1CW. And if anybody's been following us all year, there's a lot of homegrown talent that has really shined as well. So I'd say what's going to happen, I can't tip my hat on all of it, but there's a little bit of it.
Awesome. What I can tell you right now, the fact that TNT is actually going to be there. And I've watched those guys. I followed their careers from since they were 16-year-old kids. When one of them actually took that table, where when one of them was actually sent through the table by Bubba Ray,
Right. Yeah.
and he was walking like in the next couple of weeks. I was like, yeah, those guys, they definitely have a great future ahead of them. I'm surprised they haven't been signed yet, but hey, who knows? Maybe maybe something's going to happen very, very soon.
Yeah, I
But
would just say hold on to that because I know they're being looked at um, behind the scenes. I know there is some talks in action. They have been to 1CW before, and we really enjoyed having them, and that's why we're having them back in August and again in September. So we're fortunate enough to have them here for a couple more times this year. So yeah, great fellas to work with, true professionals, and yes, I do see them probably being signed very soon.
And then there's also Adriana Mosley, who actually, I've seen around a lot too. And I was like, man, she is not one to be taken lightly. She's definitely done it the right way, honed her craft. And I remember seeing her back when we first started in 2019. And then the pandemic happened, and now she's, it took me a while to notice her. I was like, wait a minute, who is that? She looks familiar. And I was like, oh, I remember her. She wrestled for CZW a couple of times, and I was like, wow, great. She's definitely, back and, in my opinion, better than ever.
Yeah.
So that women's division y'all got, it's looking very impressive.
She's been training really hard. We're real proud of her at 1CW and also at the Workhorse Training Center. She's been putting in a lot of work. And the fact that she's getting booked, like I said, up and down the East Coast speaks volumes of her growth. So we're very happy for her. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm excited to see what 2024 holds for y'all as well. I know we still got some 2023 left, so a good amount of 2023 left, like a little less than half a year, but still a lot that could be done. But I'm excited to see, what y'all have in store for us. And best believe, if I hear that y'all are actually, even if I hear that y'all decided to run a show in Philadelphia, I'll definitely take that Greyhound bus, make that 2 hour ride over there and see some 1CW, because like I said, Rob got me over here jealous. I'm like, man, you just living your best life. You just living your best life. You got to meet Big Cass. I think he actually refereed that match. He refereed Enzo's match. I'm like, man, shoot, you're the luckiest man alive, man.
Well,
But anyway,
I did hear that in Philadelphia in 2024, there's a big event called WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I heard so too.
I also hear that most of the time that that whole week, a lot of independent companies run shows in the city, the host city of WrestleMania, which would be Philadelphia, correct?
Correct.
Well, if I'm a betting man, there's a good chance you'll see 1CW in Philadelphia in 2024.
Awesome.
That's been in the works for the last 8-9 months.
Awesome.
So
well, I'll definitely make sure that I'm there, in person to witness, that show that y'all have in Philadelphia. And the rest of y'all listening out there, for those of y'all listening and watching, y'all definitely head out. If you live in Brooklyn, New York, or any one of the 5 boroughs, there is no reason why you should not be able to make it to Philadelphia to see 1CW. If you're gonna go over there for WrestleMania, definitely go over there for 1CW as well, and check out the other independents. You can't complain about paying tickets this time.
Nope.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn over to Rob. Kind of Rob has a pretty much several questions for you. He's been excited about this as well too. He actually compared it to Vince McMahon. He said, "I'm meeting the equivalent of Vince McMahon," and I'm thinking, I'm thinking, oh geez, Rob, please don't tell me you give this man the middle finger and you try to stun him.
Oh no!
Because then you're gonna put Ringside Society in trouble, and then I'm gonna lose my podcast because of I'm just messing.
No, I'm good.
Rob, go ahead, man.
All right, thank you, man. So what's going on, Hardy, man? How you doing today? How's the day been treating you?
Everything's going great, Bubba. How about you, man?
Oh man, I've been doing well. Just hanging out, man. Excited for the show, man, and get to interview you, man. It's awesome, man. Great day, great day.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm happy to be on. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for taking time to chat with us, man. Plus, we get to talk, some 1CW, you know what I mean, and preview some
Yes, sir.
matches and stuff. Now you're also talking about, TNT and stuff. They're also going up against, the 1CW tag team champions, the reality era. That's Tiberius Asante and Bad Banks. You know what I mean? Adriana, she's part of that group too, so she might be out there too. That match is going to be great. You know what I mean? Because everybody in that match is just they're awesome competitors, great athletes. They go in there and they do the thing in there. So that's one of the matches I am excited for.
Well,
I know the
I'm
fans are.
actually I'm looking forward to that quite as well, Rob, because if I remember correctly, at the last event, one of the half of the tag team champions came limping to the ring as he had been in a car accident. So,
Hmm.
very interested to see if Bad Banks one has been cleared, or two, are we going to see that third partner again of the reality era? Remember, there was a third partner that
Oh yeah.
stepped up and that gentleman stepped in and kept the titles there. So let's not forget about that. So I haven't seen the doctor reports, but yeah, absolutely looking for that matchup, and I hope it is full, full what do we want to say, full steam ahead for the reality
Yes.
era, because I think they match up very, very well with TNT. The booking by 1CW with that, the committee did a great job. So again, yeah, looking forward to it. I know you have talked about Tiberius recently and his development, how big this gentleman is really turning into a monster and a force here on the independent scene. So with his partner Bad Banks, if he returns, it's going to be a great matchup. If he doesn't, let's see if the upcoming rising star Deep Pockets can step in and
Hmm.
do the job, or will he be the weak link that cost them the
There you go.
championship?
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Because Pockets, yeah, he came in. He did a great job filling in last week. So yeah, yeah. Because yeah. Bad Banks. He was in that accident and stuff, and yeah, hopefully he can get cleared and come out, Saturday. So that would be awesome. Now we also have our brand new workhorse champion, Hobo Harry. He gets to defend the championship. You know what I mean? So is he going to? Do you think he's going to have the title there, or do you think he's pawned it off yet? You know what I mean? I don't think he's taking it to a pawn shop yet.
Well, he is the champion, he says.
Yeah.
So, keyword being peon. Um, Most peons I know are at the pawn shop. So, I'm a betting man. I don't think he has the belt. And if he does, come Saturday, August 5th, I think he's running into a brick wall in Zakar Shaw. This guy is the real deal.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen some of his matches and stuff, man. Yeah, Hobo Harry's definitely got his work cut out for him. If he
He
wants to get the
certainly
world
does.
championship. And then I've been hearing rumors about Cousin Wyatt and stuff. You know what I mean? Could we be seeing seeing a couple Cousin Wyatt appearance and stuff? I've been hearing some clucking going on. You know what I mean? So
Listen, listen. Let me make it this easy for you, Rob. You know the boss, and you know when the boss walks, he carries a big stick.
hmm.
Wyatt's got to get away from that kendo stick. Cousin Wyatt's got to get away from my kendo stick before he can get in the ring. So
That's right.
there is a rumor that Cousin Wyatt has been signed to a match. The question is, who is the opponent? And the other
Mm,
question is, will I allow him to even make it to the ring?
mm.
So that let's leave it with that.
Okay, there we go. You know what I mean? Yeah, because Wyatt and that kendo stick. You know what I mean? They go together like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? Every time I see it, it's like, oh, Wyatt. Yeah, you definitely got to get away from the wet kendo stick. Duck to the left. You know what I mean? Duke or something.
He's not quick enough.
Oh man, that's right. That's right. And then for the main event, I mean, we have Chris Wilde go and get Ricardo Rodriguez. You know what I mean? Like, how did this match come about? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Chris Wilde is in Delaware wrestling. He is like the man. You know what I mean? Like matter of fact, on the East Coast and stuff, man. He has been everywhere
Thank you.
doing his thing. You know what I
Thank you.
mean?
I was just gonna say that, Rob. Please don't insult us by saying Delaware. This guy is the man
Yeah.
on the whole entire East Coast right now. Mr. Indie scene,
Oh yeah.
Mr. DSN, Mr. Ratings. You call him whatever you want. The Heart Killer. You call him whatever you want. But what you need to call him is champion, because
Mm-hmm.
nobody has been able to touch this man since he's gotten the belt. Nobody. And that includes the up and coming Ricardo Rodriguez. Go back to the WWE, go back to wherever it is you want to go, because you're not coming to 1CW and taking our gold. It's not going to happen. Not with Stevie Ray Styles in his corner. There's no way.
That's right. And then also we were talking about, some up and grown, homegrown talent, man, because we got Trucker Josh getting a title shot, against Miles Millennium, for the Bulletproof Championship. Now,
Yeah.
this is Trucker Josh. Is this still his rookie year? Because man, he has been doing his thing ever since he made his debut. Trucker Josh has been fan favorite and all this stuff. And then going up against Miles Millennium, this is going to be a real test. You know what I mean? Because Miles is
Yeah.
that dude. You know what I mean?
I was just going to say, Trucker Josh is on a roll. No doubt about it. He ran into a little bit of a roadblock when O'Shea Edwards ran into him. That slowed him down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Trucker Josh, if he's not a candidate for Rookie of the Year right now, probably along with Tiny Tim. I mean, yes, unbelievable. But I got to say this. I think he's in over his head. I think that Miles Millennium has too much history, too many matches, too much experience, that he's just going to be that little bit ahead of that rookie Trucker Josh. But yeah, really going to be a great matchup with Josh being on a roll and Miles coming back off an injury.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Miles is gonna bring that experience in. You know what I mean? He's gonna know stuff. Trucker Josh. He might not have learned yet. You know what I mean? Being in his rookie year. So yeah, Miles is definitely bringing that experience.
Yeah, man, that's Miles, man.
hmm Now we also have, to kick off the show or end the night or whatever, man. We have Stevie Ray Styles' birthday bash. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is there anything in store for that, man? Is Stevie Ray Styles, is he gonna have a big birthday cake? You know what I mean? Are we gonna
Hey,
have a band playing? Like all that good stuff, man.
listen, if they don't roll out the red carpet and the limo will be there, the after party's already set. Ric Flair will have nothing on us, buddy. We're getting ready
Mm,
to style and profile on August the 5th. We are going to throw down with the hoedown, because we are those
hmm
podunk people from Houston, Delaware. And we're going to show those guys what a true party is all about. So we're going to roll in there and we're going to roll back out with the cake, with the champagne, and with all the gold. And you just heard that, Rob, with
hmm
the cake, with the champagne, and with all the gold. So there it is. So let's not even talk about Rantan Carlson and Morris, because I just told you who's going to win.
hmm Oh yeah. That's definitely gonna. That's one 30-minute Iron Man match. You know what I mean? I
We're
can't
not
wait
even
to
going to
do
talk
that.
about it. I just told you who was going to win.
Oof.
All
Okay. Yeah, I
right. So,
got you. Yeah, that's right. That's
all right. So let me
right.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. You being the critic and the wrestling connoisseur that you are, and you are, Rob, you are a very, very insightful mind to wrestling. I'm going to ask you, after watching both of these talents for the last year, this is a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Woo.
On one hand, you have the ranch hand, Shawn Carlson.
hmm
On the other hand, you have the Wonder Boy, Brian Morris. But also, you have the mind of Stevie Ray Styles
hmm
with the Wonder Boy.
hmm
That makes two of us and
That's
one
right.
of him.
hmm
I think it's going to be awful, awful hard for the ranch hand to walk out with the gold that night.
That's right. Yeah. Plus, what I mean, I hear people all the time. What I mean, like I have fans coming up to me going, "Yo, Brian Morris is that dude." You know what I mean? Like, Brian Morris is that good. It's like, man, he is on Apple Plus TV. You know what I mean? For a reason. You know what I mean?
That's
You
right.
know, they ain't gonna just let anybody go up on there. Brian
Hey,
Morris is that dude.
I know talent, brother.
hmm
He is that
That's
dude.
right. That's right. That's right. I know. I know. Yeah. So definitely. Yeah. So this Saturday, August 5th. What I mean, 6 p.m. the bell starts. Doors open at 5. If you haven't got tickets now, you better go get them and all. And we're always Saturday morning 10 a.m. Delmarva Sports Network. It's on FiOS and Comcast. If you don't have that, you can definitely catch us on the app and all that good stuff.
Rob, you never told
Now,
me who you thought who was your pick for the 30-minute Ironman match. How many pinfalls are going to
ooh,
happen? What's your you're the insight man.
okay. You know what, man? I mean, you bring us some good points, so I might, I'm gonna have to go with Brian Morris. You know what I mean? 2 against 1. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, but I can't count Ranch Hand out, man. It's gonna be a close one. You know what I mean? But I think Brian Morris might, sneak this one out.
I think you're correct.
There you go. Now, before I want to go talk about it's summertime and football's coming on, and you and I are both Miami Dolphins fans, so I got to ask you, what I mean, what are your predictions for this season and stuff? You know what I mean, and we a lot of good things are happening in Miami and stuff. Jalen Ramsey, hopefully he'll come back, pretty soon, but I'm expecting good things.
Yeah, well, let's hope that we get him back at some point this year, because even if it's near the end of the year, that would be hopefully a playoff time of year for Miami this year. We don't say that very much. We don't say the word playoffs much. I'm not that guy to talk Super Bowl. I do think they have a good team. I think if they stay healthy, they could be a tough team to beat. But let's be honest, the AFC is really stacked. I mean, who's counting out the Kansas City Chiefs? If you are, you're a fool. Mahomes has shown us that the last couple of years, right? And then you also got Josh Allen, who's taking the Bills this close, right? So they're right there. You also look at the Bengals. Is Joe Burrow is going to be okay? Because they could light it up as well. And then you never know with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, hey, it's Aaron Rodgers. So
Yeah.
I would like to see Miami be the representative for the AFC. I think that they have a very, very good chance of surprising a lot of people, even though people think that they're going to be contenders. I still think they can be better than what people think they are. I think they have so much talent. It's whether they all play together or not.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, when Tua's on the field, they're like almost unstoppable, you know what I mean? So we just gotta keep Tua, you know what I mean? Hopefully, he can stay up, upright, you know what I mean, those judo classes he's been taking or whatever, so and all that, hopefully he can, do some stuff.
Well, I think they need a couple guys like Tiberius Asante up front to help keep him safe is what he needs.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I was a running back, I'd like to run behind him, I mean, I want that guy blocking for me,
That's it. Remy,
Hey man,
throw a few
Tua,
blocks for me.
yeah, that's right. Tua, man, he needs to come down to the workhorse, you know what I mean, and get some of that training in, you know what I mean, Larry, you know what I mean, we set him up right. Mark Harrow, he's the man, you know what I mean, Mark Harrow, get him right. He's a Dolphins
Well,
fan too, so.
yes, he is. And real quick, you talk about Mark Harrow, and we talked about, well, actually, Remy and I talked about, the growth and development of Adriana. Well, that would be a reflection of Mark Harrow's work with Adriana the last year, 2 years now. And it's really shown. So, Mark, honestly, doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He is the man. Mark broke me in. Yeah, he was my trainer day one. And he has trained so many people, not only in Delaware, but all over. So, yeah, very honored to have Mark as part of the training center, and also to have him on the roster at 1CW. He might not be on my team, but I'm happy to have him on the roster.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mark's great. He's one of my favorite people, I've ever met in wrestling and stuff, And I was like, yeah, Mark's great. You know what I mean? It's like if you got a problem with Mark, what I mean, that's on you. That's a you problem. You know what I mean? Mark is like a great dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yep.
Mark is awesome. Yeah, he has like he's like a wealth of wrestling knowledge. Like everything he tells me, I'm just like, wow. You know what I mean? He can sit there and be like, this is what I'm ordering at McDonald's. I'm like, wow, okay, that makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Every time he explains something, this is why do that. Okay, yes, you're like, yeah, he's the man.
He's
And
a
he'll
great
never put
teacher.
anybody in a position to hurt somebody, get yourself hurt or any of that. You know what I mean? He's a
Yep.
selfless man, like one of the most selfless people I know.
Very much true.
That's right, yeah. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get him on here one time, you know what I mean? Yeah, because he is lethal with the mama jokes.
That he
We got to
is.
get him with some, we got to get him with the, get bust out with the yo mama jokes and stuff.
Yeah, you better be careful.
I know,
Bring him
I
on.
know.
Bring him on after hours, Remy. I'm warming you now.
That's right. we had Paige's mom on. That was like our Raw episode, or whatever, you know what I mean, when she was on here, you know what I mean, because it was like this that, we're like, all right.
Yeah, bleep, 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 bleep.
hmm Now, before I, pass it on to Remy and stuff, I do want to ask, I mean, I always ask this because I'm always stuck watching the same movies and TV shows like comfort shows, you know what I mean? So is there anything new that, you're watching right now, or anything you've seen that's pretty good that you could recommend?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't watch a ton of TV. I work a very busy schedule in my regular job, and then I come home and try to spend time at the training center, and then with the grandkids who you heard in the background here, wait for Pop Pop to get off the podcast, um, and taking care of some family members with cancer. But I'll tell you what I have been watching and catching up on is Dark Side of the Ring. Um,
hmm
I'm a history guy. I always love to learn anything I can about our industry, about the business that I'm involved in, the people that have paved the way. I think they do such a good job of getting out there what they can in a short amount of time about as many stories as they can, and I think that's pretty intriguing, because every time you think you know the whole story, when they bring up a topic about somebody, you watch Dark Side of the Ring, and then you realize, holy cow, I didn't know this guy did that or that or that,
hmm
and you just find out so much more. So I think that they do so much research and put so much effort into it that I can really relate to it. Now, with that being said, um, I'm not so sure that they couldn't do longer episodes, but that's the way TV is. The stories
Yeah.
could produce more and be a little bit longer, but with time constraints, I understand it. But I really do enjoy that program. But other than that, Rob, I'm looking forward to football season and ONCW Pro Wrestling, man.
hmm
Every year,
Yeah.
all year
Yeah.
round.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring. That's a good. Yeah, I love that show too. Yeah, with Bam Bam, I kind of wish that was a little longer because they didn't mention anything. I don't think with him and Luna and all that good stuff. You know, what I mean, they didn't
No,
talk
they
about
didn't.
that and all. I was like,
They didn't even really
yeah,
touch base on any of that. You know,
yeah,
um, they did touch a little bit on his New Jersey history and how big he was in the community up there, which a lot of people didn't know. I was fortunate enough. I met him through Balls Mahoney. I was friends with Balls back in the day, and had met Bammer through him. So I know personally how much of a gentle giant that he was and a community guy. So it was really cool that they touched on that. So
hmm
again, knowing a little bit about some of these stories and then, watching the story be put together, kind of means a lot. So yeah, pretty good stuff.
that's right. That's right. Now, before I pass it on back to Remy and stuff, I want to say, thank you very much, for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming on chat with us. I also want to say, thank you very much, what I mean, for everything you have done for me, what I mean, giving me a chance, coming in and just helping out, doing whatever, what I mean. I'm thankful, I am blessed, what I mean, like, yeah. Anything y'all need me to do, if you need me to, like, if your wife is out one day, you're like, hey, bro, I need you to go take tickets or whatever. I'll sit at that door. I'll take tickets all day. I will help with the women. You know what I mean? The women's auxiliary. You know what I mean? Cooking the food, flipping the burgers. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm thankful for everything y'all have done for me. You know what I mean? Like if I won the lottery, uh, even if I gave you like $10 million, I still feel like that wouldn't even be enough. You know what I mean? Like for everything you've done. So I want to thank you for
Well,
all that. You know what I mean?
thank you, brother. But I got to say, it's the other way around. I owe you because, see, it's the people like you that have the heart and desire to do what you just say that you do and you do, that make us the family and allow us to do what we do, bro. I don't do this by myself. You see it. It's a team effort, which is why I brought on a partner years ago to make this team even stronger and bigger and proud. So I'm proud to be on the podcast with you and Remy tonight. I'm proud to have you as part of the team. And again, man, it's even better yet when I sit back and seeing you smiling and enjoying what you're doing and being a part of what we do. That's what I enjoy, bro. All of us living out our dreams and smiling because that's what life is all about. It's too short
hmm
um, to get caught up in all the problems. So let's smile and have a good time.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm all about that, man. And yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? Coming on. Yeah, Remy.
Shawn, I just gotta say, thank you very much for doing this once again for us. We really and truly appreciate all that you've contributed towards the professional wrestling industry. That is with bringing one CW and expanding it through and through. We wish you nothing but the best. Keep up the great work that you're doing, and best believe Philadelphia 2024. I hear one
Yes, sir.
CW. I will definitely be there at that show. Checking out what y'all got to offer us and so on and so on. I'm actually excited at the idea as well too. So we wish you all the best, and thanks for actually giving Rob a chance, because like I said, Rob's been wanting to, he's been itching to get into it, and from how even before he actually got with y'all's promotion, he was like, man, I'll do anything, man. I just want to get in and get in with y'all, and get to live, get to make my goals and everything. And yeah, I just wish y'all nothing but the best from here on out. So with that being said, before we shut this show down, where can fans find y'all on social media when they want to find out when your next show is, or purchase, one CW merchandise? And also, where can wrestlers find y'all when when they want to be on y'all shows or train at the Workforce Training School and so on?
Awesome. Yeah, 1CW Pro Wrestling, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Or, some people go directly right to me, Shawn Hardy on Facebook. I do head up the booking committee. There's 5 of us, but a lot of the wrestlers reach right out to me. Just a little bit quicker sometimes. So it's quick and easy. We're real easy to get along with. We don't, not respond to anybody, and we're always looking for new talent. We appreciate everybody that does everything for us, and again, thank you for this platform to allow us to do what we do, because you know what, hey, without you guys there is no us. So again, thank you guys as well.
Awesome. So with that being said, y'all definitely make sure you check out one CW. If you're in if you're in the same area that they're in, or any of the surrounding areas, make sure you head on over, check out one CW. And also, you know what? They also have a streaming deal now. They're on
Yep.
YouTube. Definitely, it doesn't matter whether you're in Delaware, it doesn't matter whether you're in Maryland, Virginia, up north, New York, Boston, down south, Florida, Georgia. It doesn't matter if you're in the Midwest with Chicago and them, or even if you're over in the wild, wild West, California and Washington State. Definitely make sure you turn on that computer, turn on that portable device, check out some 1CW, because the men and women there are doing a lot of great things. And besides, I always say 99% of your AEW and WWE superstars, that's where they come from. It's the indies. So you never know. That person, that man or woman that you're actually seeing on that 1CW show might be the next WWE or AEW or Impact champion. Trust me, pro wrestling is an unpredictable business. You never know what may happen. But with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy and my stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. Maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, Rob Bass, the Bubba Ray to my Devon, the Charlie Haas to my Shelton Benjamin, and the Sean Spence to my Burton Guster. Where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out when your next appearance is, purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
All right, you can find me on I was gonna say Twitter, but now it's called X or whatever. At
That's right.
Instagram at Rob underscore
That's
base 82. You can find me on Facebook, Rob Base. And then this Saturday, 1CW, we got an awesome show going on. You know what I mean? Like I said, Hobo Harry versus the Car Shop for the Workhorse Championship. Trucker Josh versus Miles Millennium for the Bulletproof Championship. We got Brian Morris versus Ranch Hand Carlson for the Network Championship in a 30-minute Iron Man match. We have Chris Wilde versus Ricardo Rodriguez for the 1CW Pro Wrestling Championship. And it's also the birthday bash for Stevie Ray Styles. So you definitely do not want to miss that show. Tickets, I think we still have tickets for sale. Doors open at 5. Show starts at 6. Don't miss this one. Definitely don't miss this. And then catch us every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Delmarva Sports Network.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, if you go to the Apple Play Store or the Google Play Store, any of that, you can download the Delmarva Sportsnet app. and watch 1CW Pro Wrestling, not only live on Saturday mornings, but anytime. You can watch any of the archive shows, anything that's on there. So you can carry it on your phone, your mobile device, your laptop, whatever. You don't have to watch it Saturday morning. You can catch us whenever.
Awesome. So yes, y'all definitely make sure you check out, 1CW. I'm telling y'all, you will not be disappointed. A lot of great talent over there as well. If y'all, for those of you watching and listening, if you want to follow me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places, you can definitely find me on Twitter and Instagram, or X and Instagram, at the Remy Blue. You can also find me on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue as well. Our podcast is also on X and Instagram. I feel so weird calling it X.
Yeah, right.
But we're also on X and Instagram at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. Oh, and we're also on Threads, which is the new, I guess, Twitter. It's X's opponent now, or competitor. We're also on Threads at Ringside Society. We're on Spotify. And we also have a Teespring store where we sell official Ringside Society merch. We have T-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, sweatshirts. We even have coffee mugs for your favorite warm beverage. Check out Ringside Society. Pretty soon we're going to be launching our Miami Life Edition T-shirt. That's a whole new logo dedicated to our fans, our fellow wrestling fans in Miami. So we're definitely going to be checking that out. We're definitely going to be launching that real soon, maybe tonight, but it's definitely going to be within the week. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can find cool interviews like this one, like the one we had with Trucker Josh, like the one we had with Sean Carlson, the Renegade Twins, the Good Sisters, many other great men and women all over the professional wrestling industry. You can find those interviews on YouTube. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and type in Ringside Society, and once you see that really handsome dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We strive on being one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to, and we're going to keep on doing so. To those of you that are listening later on when you get a chance, thank you very much in advance. And those of y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away, well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in. We just want to let everybody know that, we're very well and aware. It's not a secret. Everybody and their grandparents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag, we are not the same. Hey, yo, Rob Bass, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for the Delmarva Sports Network, one time for 1CW, and one time for 1CW President Shawn Hardy.
Woo!
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, and we'll be back next week or later on this week with another impressive guest on another impressive episode. But until then, we just have 4 favorites for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy.
Thanks,
Delaware.
fellas.